It's an illusion made famous by a man from Wisconsin long ago. The man was Harry Houdini, and some people believe that Chinese water torture led to his death. The young man you see is attempting to become the youngest person to successfully complete the illusion. We sent reporter Mike Rindo and photographer Dennis Osted to witness the attempt.
The magic that people felt when they were children. When you're out and you see the rain for the first time, when you're a young child, you see the rain, after you've seen it so many times, the magic seems to disappear. Well, what I try to do is I try to bring back the magic that people felt as children,
And now, the illusion begins.
When you first meet Kurt Pawlak, you get the definite impression he's not a typical high school student. Few 17-year-olds are as single-minded as Kurt. You see, Kurt Pawlak is dedicated to becoming a famous magician. Not just famous in Eau Claire or Wisconsin, but famous throughout the United States, or even the world. Kurt, who is now a senior at Eau Claire Memorial High School, began his magic career 10 years ago by learning sleight of hand tricks from his grandfather. Since then, Kurt's progressed from making balls disappear to making people disappear by performing illusions made famous by some of the great magicians of all time, including Harry Houdini, Kreskin, and Doug Henning. All along, Kurt's been out to make a name for himself.
Well, my ambition was just to make myself known. I really enjoy performing magic, and I really would like to continue. There wasn't really anything any magician could say how a person got started in magic. I have no idea. It just happened.
Do you have any aspirations to be another Harry Houdini, Doug Henning?
No, I don't. I have an aspiration to be myself. There's too many magicians that are mocking. I'm going to be Harry Houdini, I'm going to be Doug Henning, and I'm not. I'm going to be myself.
Although he may not want to imitate any of the greats, Kurt uses their tricks to sell his act. This story was photographed during Kurt's first major performance, which was staged last week at Eau Claire's Memorial High School. During the show, Kurt performed tricks ranging from the well-known magic rings, involving two puzzled but amused audience members, to major illusions involving two or more of his assistants. The best way to illustrate Kurt's talents is to show you several of those major illusions, starting with Houdini's metamorphosis. Another of Kurt's major tricks is Kreskin's famed Zigzag Girl. Watch this one. zigzag girl and the metamorphosis illusions are both spectacular and even mind-boggling, they did not receive top billing during Kurt's performance. That was saved for perhaps the most famous illusion of all time, Houdini's Chinese water torture trick, in which the magician must escape from a 600-gallon tank of water after being shackled at the ankles and lowered into the tank upside down. It received top billing because Kurt was attempting to become the youngest person ever to perform the illusion. If successful, he would break the current world record set by Doug Henning at the age of 26. We talked with Kurt before the attempt.
With the water tank trick, why are you trying to do that particular?
Why? I have been wanting to do that ever since I can remember. I was really little. I have had a poster hanging up in my room for years, and it said Houdini presents, the Chinese water torture. And I said to myself, one day I'm going to do that. And I guess the day is now. Everything works out.
What about the world record? Is that important to you?
Not really. I really do enjoy getting the world record because Doug Henning was 26 years old, and as everyone knows, he is a famous illusionist.
After being lowered into the water, Kurt had only 3 minutes to free his ankles from the shackles and escape from the water tank. His assistant called out times to the audience.
250.
Yeah, right.
After completing the feat, 5 noted citizens verified for the Guinness Book of World Records that Kurt had successfully performed the illusion. So far as we know, he now holds the world record for being the youngest person ever to perform the Chinese water torture trick.
I guess the obvious question is, how do you feel after setting a world record for performing that illusion?
Really great. It's something I didn't really expect to do. I was having some problems there the last couple minutes of the tank. It was 2.5 minutes, and I was getting a little bit nervous. But we made it out, or I made it out.
Do you have any final comment?
Do I have any final...
that you'd like to say?
Anything I'd like to say, Doug Henning, I got you.